Yo, 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 yo. What is going on? It is another installment of the Academy Sports Show right here in the offices of the Academy Sports Show. Hopefully, we rename for a podcast in the future. I'm your host, Andre Douglas, and we want you, and I'm sitting next to your host, Joe Williams, and we want you to like us on all our social medias because we got a great show ahead. Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, all that Academy Sports Show, and as well podcast on iTunes and on SoundCloud, Academy Sports Show. Find our faces, like our faces, follow our faces. You can comment live on YouTube. Right now, we are live as we speak. Academy Sports Show, search for us. You'll see our faces, like our faces, follow our faces, trigger the bell so you know when our faces are live. That way you can comment about your favorite player moving to a different team, your favorite team lost your favorite player, or you just don't like the landscape of the NBA as a whole right now. I want to hear it. I want your comments. I want to see you right now in the comment section. Even if you're listening in podcast land, YouTube, and comment, we go back and read all the comments and all the suggestions. So make sure you hit us up on all our social platforms because today's show is going to be super hot fire. Remember that rapper, Super Hot Fire? It's going to be super hot fire.
I don't remember that rapper.
He's a Twitter rapper.
Oh yeah, I would definitely not. I would definitely miss that.
I'll show you Super Hot Fire later.
All right. Sounds good.
As I said before, I'm your host, Andre Douglas. Sitting next to me is your host, Joe Williams.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a week. Brother and Ralph, what's good, man? It's been a week. Thanks for joining us today on YouTube Live. Also, thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. Remember, our Facebook Live, it goes down in 10 minutes after the show starts, and we need you to jump over to our YouTube Live to join us there. We appreciate you joining us. Happy belated 4th of July. We weren't with you because the 4th was on a Thursday. So because of that, obviously, we weren't in studio talking sports. But we are back. It's a Thursday in the D. It's 90-something degrees, little humidity. It is summertime, and we are enjoying ourselves and enjoying this summer. It's almost football season. Can't wait. However, tonight, we will not be discussing football. On tonight's show, this is the Academy Sports Podcast, Free Agency Edition. The dust has settled. We are back, and free agents are in different places. We have a lot to talk about tonight.
The ones that matter.
Yes, the ones that matter. The ones that matter have moved. Free agents have moved. They are now gone to different places, different locations, different locales. Some of the power in the NBA has shifted. We will share our opinion on that tonight. Plus, we want to hear from you. We want to get your opinion on where free agents have landed. How did your team do in free agency? Are you still hoping that maybe your team lands, I don't know, maybe Russell Westbrook? I know people around here have been talking a lot about that. So we will talk about that some more, give our opinions on that. Later in the show, we'll also give our opinion on the way too early top 8 in the Western Conference, now based on free agency and based on a little power shift and a couple of lingering injuries that will be coming up next year. But we definitely have some surprises that we're going to talk to you about today. So it's that and much, much more today on the Academy Sports Podcast Live Show.
We live, baby.
Yeah.
Trying to get this thing. Come on. Thank you. Warning. I don't care about the warning. Take me back to the beginning. Past the technical difficulties. Jazz Paulo.
Did you just say Jazz Paulo?
I used to say that as a kid.
Oh. So we're having some technical difficulties. We are currently working on that.
What movie is that? We are back. That's like, I feel like that's a Will Ferrell movie.
So far, I'm 0 for 2 with you today. Brian, welcome to the show. Don't forget, guys, jump on our YouTube Live.
You know it. It's time to pay the bills before we get to what everybody wants to talk about. We enjoy our sponsors here at Academy Sports Show. If you would like to be a sponsor or an affiliate or just, rub shoulders with the big dogs, It's the Academy Sports Show, 2S's at gmail.com. Academy Sports Show at gmail.com. Send us an email. Let us know your thoughts, what you want to do, and we will get back to you. Just sit tight, and somebody will get back to you. But our sponsors here today, one of them being Vaughn's Plumbing. Vaughn's Plumbing, both licensed and insured. Vaughn's Plumbing provides top quality services at great prices. Whether it's just getting up the cold, waterproofing, or daily home services, call the man, the myth, the legend.
313-304-7786.
VaughnsPlumbing.com also gives you Mr.com. I paused.
My bad. I didn't know. We've been gone for a week. So
VaughnsPlumbing.com provides you top quality service rates where you can see everything that's quoted for you, all the services they provide, plus a map that shows you all the areas that they service. But we suggest you call the man
at 313-304-7786.
That man right there is the real MVP.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you're looking for a career change, or maybe you're just looking to buy, sell, rent, lease, or maybe even invest, call my man Nick Bowers and his team at Keller Williams Lakeside. Let the home team help you with your real estate needs. Go to their website at www.thehometeamusa.com. or find them on Facebook at The Home Team. That's The Home Team, a team you can depend on. Call my man Nick Bowers at 586-634-9419. Again, that's Nick Bowers at 586-634-9419. KW Lakeside, The Home Team. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listening all around the world,
new sponsor alert.
New sponsor alert. New sponsor alert. We like to welcome to the Academy Sports Show family, our new sponsor. And that new sponsor is Be Well Integrative Massage Specialist. If you're looking for a little help because you're in a little pain,
my back.
Your back's hurting, your head's hurting, you're stressed out.
My back.
Oh, my back. Or remember that lady, I've fallen and I can't get up. But you're looking for some help and you need some therapy, contact Be Well Integrative Massage Specialist. They specialize in therapeutic massages, integrating the mind, body, and spirit. If you want to check them out, just give them a call for appointments at 313-472-5048. Or you can go online at www.choosetobewell.com. Again, that's www.choose2bewell.com for a list of various services and pricing. Be Well Integrative Massage Specialist. Therapy for the mind, body, and soul. Welcome to the family, Be Well.
You know? All right. Let's do it.
Well.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You know that reference.
I do know that reference. I'm 1 for 3. Batting $166.
How have the dominoes have fallen. There's a whole new NBA. Let's talk about the main, not even main. I think this is all just a good.
It's all main
course.
Yeah, it's all main.
It's all a good main course.
We're eating tonight.
Let's talk about as the dominoes fall, day one. Day one, you hear Kemba Walker to the Celtics.
Shoot, day 0 because we found this out before it actually happened.
Kemba Walker to the Celtics. What does that do to the Celtics? Where does that put them? Are they in better or worse without Kyrie?
Nice job with the teams. I like how you did that. Let's start with Kemba. Yeah, let's start with the big names. Let's start with Kemba.
Kemba is a big name.
Yeah, he's not the biggest name. However, I will flow with you. I'm with you. Let's start with Kemba. So, just right off the bat, you got to agree with Deuces Dad 11, who's commenting in our YouTube live feed. Those of you who are watching us right now on Facebook Live, we appreciate you. Go on YouTube right now. Look us up, Academy Sports Show. Join our live feed. We are live right now. And you can comment, talk about the show, talk about free agency. We're talking NBA free agency right now. The Celtics immediately, sir, are better. Okay? They are better. 100% I agree with Deuces Dad 11. Celtics are better. Now, this was the first domino to fall.
Okay.
You heard about this basically 2 days before free agency opened.
Very true.
Sounds like Kemba and the Celtics are in strong negotiations which I don't know how you can be in negotiations when free agency hasn't opened yet. That's another subject for later in the show.
I'm not supposed to be talking.
We're not supposed to be discussing anything. But Kemba Walker is in free agent discussions.
Right.
So now we know if Kemba's going there, we know Kyrie's definitely not coming back, but we all kind of knew that anyway. This makes the Celtics better.
Okay.
Unfortunately for the Celtics, I don't believe this changes anything about where they end up come next year early. Way too early prediction.
Okay.
But if I had to predict today, are they better? Yes. Do they play offensively better? Yes. Will they flow better? Yes. Kemba shares the ball a little more than Kyrie. He definitely can get his own shot, but he definitely wants to rely on other players. And they've got some young stallions and some young dogs to do that.
Right.
However, when you look at the other dominoes that we're going to discuss, I'm not sure they are anywhere higher than 4th seed still.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
In the New East.
In the New East, I still think positionally they're in the same spot.
Okay.
That's my only thing. But will they play better? Yes. Now, Kemba probably maybe he defends better, maybe he doesn't. The young studs are truly the young studs now. The old man in the middle is gone. Kyrie's gone. Now it's Kemba and the young.
They got Enes.
It's Kemba and the young.
Enes
is the offensive rebounding machine. I'll give him that. But it's Kemba and the youngins. Okay. So positionally, same spot.
Right.
Are they a better team? Yes, they are. I like it. I think it's a good move for both teams. Kemba wasn't going to do anything in Charlotte.
No.
Never.
No. This is his moment to actually compete for something.
Exactly. Get in the market. That's a little bigger.
And they'll embrace him.
Yes, and they'll embrace him, and he'll be more relevant.
There you go.
Great job, Kemba.
Great job, Kemba. Well, it feels like you wanted to go straight to the meat.
No, let's stay here. Come on now, give me your opinion. No, don't do that. Stay right here.
Stay right here.
Give me your opinion on the Celtics. You asked me the question.
I feel like they got exponentially better without Kyrie.
Really?
Kyrie dragged them down. If you have one bad apple on a team, especially the guy who's projected to be your leader, and his leadership style doesn't go over well with everybody else, the coaching staff, everything just doesn't click, gel. You don't want to show up to practice. You don't want to show up to work. You know you're not going to get the ball. You know, things just it's not cohesive enough.
You're always so quick to label guys.
Oh, most definitely. So I think with Kemba being in Boston, I agree with Deuce's Dead 11. The Celtics are way better. Now, record-wise, in this new kind of Eastern Conference, they might be right where they still was at. You know, 3, 4 seed, see what they can do there. But I think their flow, their vibe, their vigor for playing for one another is going to grow. And I would say to watch out for this team when we get to playoff time. I know you were on the bandwagon all year. Watch the Celtics, no matter what the turmoil was coming out for these guys. I'm also saying watch the Celtics now as the team that is constructed right now because I believe in Brad Stevens. Kemba Walker is a guy who I think he probably, a year older than Kyrie, but I feel like he will still have a good vibe with the young guys. He's not coming in trying to be their leader. You know, somebody trying to come in and be your leader, you kind of feel some type of way until you see them leave. I think he's just trying to integrate himself as one of the guys. And I think this is the year where you see Tatum maybe puts his stamp on the league and tries to be an all-star this year. So the only question mark with them is what they do with Gordon Hayward. Maybe he's a trade piece in the middle of the year, maybe not. But I think they are, chemistry-wise, way better without Kyrie. Record-wise, they're probably still in the 3-4.
Oh, okay. That's what I was waiting for because I heard way better. I heard exponential, and I heard look out for them.
Yeah, but still, you should still look out for them. Still look out.
But they're in the 3-4.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were in Eastern Conference. Wouldn't be surprised.
Are they a favorite for you right now?
Right now, yes. We can stay. Let's go to the big dogs now. We got KD and Kyrie going to the Nets. Where Brooklyn at?
BK, stand up.
Where's Brooklyn at, yo?
Sir?
They said they was going to the Knicks, and they swerved and went to the Nets.
It's on.
It's on.
It's
Everybody
on.
knows KD's gonna take a year to heal that.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
So now it's Kyrie and the Nets.
It's on.
This year. Next year it'll be Kyrie, KD, the Nets. Young group, young core, great coaching staff, great ownership. What you got for the Nets?
My way too early prediction is the Nets are one of, because two teams have to play in the Eastern Conference Finals.
This year?
Are one of the early favorites.
This year.
Nah.
Okay?
No. The young Bulls.
No, sir.
That Kyrie has with him.
No, sir.
Versus the young studs that are up in Boston. Those young Bulls in New Jersey got a taste this year. They got a taste of how good they can truly be. No, sir. Kyrie is going to,
you can't even name
because
on the team.
Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie,
over
Kyrie
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Jason who? Where was he this year?
Ooh.
Where was Jason Tatum at this year?
So disrespectful.
I'm sorry. Where was he?
So disrespectful.
Where was he? Sulking? Was he sulking?
If we was playing a pickup game right now, and Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were all standing next to each other, and you had the first pick.
I'm taking Jason Tatum and Karis LeVert.
So what did you disrespect the Tatum for?
Because that's not the question we're talking about right now. You trying to throw questions in on me, and it caused a rift. Okay?
Trying to poke holes in your argument.
Juice is at 11. I agree. Celtics are going to miss Horford.
They are, but you got Enes.
Sir, stop. Enes will rebound well for you. He's not an offensive option. That team is going to suffer. But because the bottom half of the East is still a little weak, they'll be they're in the top 4 to 5 range. You have them in the top 3 or 4. I'm telling you right now, the New Jersey Nets are early favorites
this year
to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. They have shot blocker, rebounds, defensive intensity, young guys who can shoot, 3-point shooter in Joe Smith and Joe Harris. I'm sorry, and you got your point guard. And KD's on his way back. And let's be clear, I don't know that KD's out a whole year. Medically, with the way things go today, he might be back by playoffs. I don't know. We'll see. But he could be out a year. They're still, to me, the early favorites. And that's because
Nets.
That's because early favorites are top 2. That's because I'm not sure about Milwaukee now. I'm worried about them now. They didn't do what they were supposed to do this year. You had your chance, Milwaukee. Now some big dogs came to the East. Everybody was hoping that the East kind of stayed the way it was. Everybody stay out west. So the Bucks can just make a run every year. Now you got to compete. And you lost Brogdon. You lost a couple players. So that's my take on that. The Nets are an way too early, top 2 favorite in the East for me, with simply having the Kyrie edition this year. And when the KD edition shows up next year, they are the favorites to win the East.
All right. You're wrong.
You're wrong about the Celtics.
I'll
let you have that.
You're wrong. Like, first of all, Kyrie, he might vibe with these guys.
He's going to ball out in New Jersey. He's home, bro.
He might. Yeah, hey, look. For the 45 games that he played, he gonna ball out.
You can stop that.
Listen,
stop that. He played more than 45 last year.
Ball out. I agree with you, but to crown him a top 2, that's a little too early. They need.
That's
KD.
What this is. This is the way too early.
They need KD to compete. They need KD to compete.
To compete.
Yes.
So now, what are they? Bottom half of the East?
Probably. They're probably like a 6. Look, like 5-6 with just Kyrie. The East got better, bro. The East got better. And they might get even better with this Westbrook trade, depending on which East team he goes to.
Detroit basketball. And I don't say that with pride.
Well, let's talk about what that meant for KD. Everybody was speculating where he would go. There was reports that him and Kawhi reached out to him to try to team up. He wanted to go to the Knicks, but Kyrie wanted to go to the Nets, so he just went with Kyrie to the Nets. Why not stay in Golden State? Why not compete for more championships? Why not take the 1-year deal? Why not opt in? Why not do a 1-and-1? Why do you think he went for the max with the Nets rather than all the other options that he had? And do you think he chose right?
I think he chose right because I think if you go New York, then I think you're dealing with the owner, and that's just this. Unfortunately, that whole situation is screwed because of the owner. I think
and the whole thing about them wanting, they didn't want to
give him his money.
Max
Yep, they didn't want to give him his money because they were questioning the injury. Fine, you have every right as an organization. From what you hear, there was also some issues in Golden State with the coaching staff, specifically with the head coach, which he vehemently denies after Stephen A. reported it. He literally got on the phone with Stephen A. and denied it. So multiple sources, who knows? That's that speculation stuff. I don't like to dibble and dabble. But I understand the move. We also kind of all wondered if he was out anyway because of the whole Draymond thing. And Draymond wasn't going anywhere. And ultimately, like you said before free agency, he's a sensitive guy. So it looks like emotion played a role in this.
Yeah.
I think the Nets was the best option also because it gets him close to home because he wasn't going back to Washington. So he gets kind of the best of both worlds. They have a great owner. His ironically, the guy that did the surgery on his knee so happens to be a team doctor for the Nets. So there's some connection there. So he's got a couple of things working in his favor. I like the move. I like him coming because I like the shift of some of that power a little bit. Now, not just watching the West, but watching the league is going to be fun for many reasons. Of course, he has to come back. But you also have some of the weaker teams in the East. I thought got better through the draft. So it's going to be intriguing to watch those teams. You might not expect much, but it'll be intriguing. So having a couple of players team up in the East kind of maybe balances it out, and maybe in 2 years we see a finals where the East actually has a chance to win. Outside of
just happy to be
what happened with Kawhi and Raptors.
This is dad said he's definitely got better. Westbrook's contract is huge. Both those things are correct. When you put it like that, because I was gonna go a different route, but just listen to what you say, it definitely gives a lot more parity to the league with him going to the East and just enjoying the NBA schedule. Watching basketball, there's no throwaway games. Kind of, if they put the schedules correctly.
What up, though? Welcome home too.
Hey, so I like that aspect. Unfortunately, we got to wait a year to see it. But I think your way too early prediction is just way too early. You're gonna come off of that once we get to the season.
That's why it's a way too early pick. I have every right to come off of that. I'm gas bagging right now.
But once he gets back, and even if he's 80% of the KD that he was to that roster, it's gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah,
they're gonna be really tough to beat. So if you're Philly, if you're Miami, if you get Westbrook, if you're the Bucks, if you're any of those teams, this is your 1 year window because the Nets is coming.
Yep.
Next year it's gonna be a wrap because KD.
Nets are coming.
See, I get your reference. See.
I won't go on with you. I think references that are like today.
So I think once they get together and get that chemistry going with the roster they got, I think DeAndre Jordan is just redundant because they already had Jared Allen, the big guy with the afro, getting block shots. Yeah. How they play together is going to be difficult to see.
You don't play them together.
I don't think my man goes to the bench because DeAndre.
No, I hope not. I hope the young fella gets the starting minutes.
I mean, DeAndre $10 million a year and not start him.
Yeah, you can.
And then you can't play him late because he does some free throws.
You can play him in the middle. Play him just like he's getting played in Dallas, off the bench when he played.
So that's going to be a weird rotation to watch. Spencer Dinwiddie playing the 2. That's going to be a weird rotation to watch, but he did it a little bit next to D'Angelo. The Nets are going to be interesting to watch this year and for years to come, just off of the impact of those two free agents.
Absolutely.
So, you're way too early. I'm not – I got them 6 tops for me, like this year.
You'll come off of that.
Okay.
Okay. I don't mean that. That was a foul. I'll get held accountable for that. Let me take that back right now.
Well, let's stay in the East. Philadelphia made some moves. They let Jimmy Butler go sign a trade to Miami, so they get Josh Richardson start at the 2. Al Horford comes there. Now they're projected to have the biggest lineup. They gave Tobias Harris $180 million. Way to go, young blood. Way to go,
Drake.
young blood.
Drake Jr.
Do your thing, bro. No, J. Cole Jr.
J. Cole Jr. Right, I'm sorry. That's true.
Way to go, young blood. Where you see Philly? Like, they were one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. The 4 bounces of the ball away to get there, but they lose their guy. Jimmy Butler forces his way out with a sign and trade, but they got 2 good players. Josh Richardson, a good 2. Al Horford, a good leader at center. The paint won't be packed because you could put Horford outside. He's a guy that you can sit outside and Joel can still do his thing on the inside. They lose depth with JJ, so you got to figure out what they do there. How you feel about Philly's chances to be in that other team next to the Nets that you see in the Eastern Conference Finals?
So this is a tough one for me because I was ready to say that Philly was the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like just because they lost Jimmy, I did like the acquisitions. So kudos to ownership for, number one, not losing him for nothing, which I think tells you that there was more to him being there than we know about. Because he didn't want to stay.
Mm.
He didn't want to stay. I mean, it was like there wasn't even a discussion. It was like, I'm going, and immediately, it was like, we don't want to lose him for nothing, so we're gonna get something. Which I thought was interesting because I thought they were 4 bounces away, and if they came back with the squad, to me, they were the favorites in the East.
Yeah.
And especially if Kawhi goes west, right? Because at that point, we didn't know.
Right.
Something happened. Something didn't work. And I remember they had friction when they first came together, right? And B didn't like how he wasn't getting touches and all that was happening.
But eventually it seemed like it
smoothed out.
Yeah.
But I think if you look at again, it's pure speculation, but if you look at how they were challenged when they did not live up to expectations, they turned it over a lot. They took really bad shots. A lot of times it was Joel Embiid taking bad shots. I remember that one playoff game in Toronto. He just kept shooting 3-pointers, brick after brick after brick, right? So it's like, I don't think Jimmy felt like that was really going to happen.
Okay.
So kudos to Jimmy for forcing his way out. Kudos to Philly with not losing out and getting nothing. I like the pickups. I just don't think that they compare to Jimmy. Now, the Josh Richardson kid's good, but he's been average good.
Yeah, he's a good NBA
he's
bottom tier shooting guard.
Yeah. So the question is, because this is his opportunity to maybe flex a little bit. Tobias, you're getting your money now, sir.
You gotta play, boy.
You gotta play.
You gotta play.
Like you can't just be the shooter.
180.
Dude, you gotta play.
That's one of the largest contracts this whole offseason went to Tobias Harris.
My concern here is this, and this is why I can't. I want to put him in my way too early top 2, and I can't. Because I don't know what Ben Simmons is going to look like. I know what Embiid's going to give you. Embiid, if he gets his head right and can stop shooting the ball so much from the outside and go down low, he's going to be dominant.
Yep.
My concern is, does your other star get better over the summer?
Right.
If he can come back and shoot some semblance of a jumper, this is a top-tier team, top 2 team, and a favorite because now he becomes close to unstoppable.
Close.
Because you can't – he's 6'10", he can handle it. You know he can dish it. You know he's going to rebound. He's long. He's going to defend. The only thing about it is you can sag him and make him shoot, and you know he's not going to shoot. So that's where it gets difficult. If he can make an 18-footer, now he becomes dangerous. And now this team's a much different team because now the ball can go into Embiid, and it doesn't just only have to come out to Tobias or JJ. With JJ being gone, it can come out to your point guard who can now shoot or pump fake you and take the ball to the lane.
Right.
So right now I have them plus the Horford addition, right? Because I like that pickup for them because Horford brings the wisdom and the leadership and the maturity that says, hey, young fellas, stop shooting the 3 and get down on the block, right? So
let me shoot the 3.
Exactly. With the little old man, right? So I think at the end of the day, they're my number way too early, number 3 team in the East.
Okay.
Number 3 team in the East. They're not in that top 2 because I gotta see what Ben Simmons does, and I think they did lose a little. I like your pieces that you got back. Nice move. But you didn't get back Jimmy caliber.
Right.
You got back some serviceable pieces that you can kind of work and maybe give you some depth.
Most definitely.
So Tobias got to step up, and B's got to do his thing and stay off the 3-point line. But Ben Simmons got to be a shooter. So right now, way too early, top 3.
So to make this roster work, everybody has to get better.
Everybody has to get better. Everybody's game got to go up.
Coaching,
everybody.
Everybody
Yep.
Everybody has to get better. I'm with you. On paper, like just looking at it, they're like the stupidest, tallest, longest team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like defensively, you should be a juggernaut.
Right.
In the East though, it's just you're going to be a top 4-3 team. Automatically.
Yep.
Just off rip from
the bottom teams are still bad.
Right. I'm not there yet. I don't trust it yet.
Okay.
I trusted it with Jimmy because you got somebody to get the ball in crunch time,
right.
create his own shot,
right,
and put the ball in the bucket.
Right.
Right.
They had all the pieces. They had a big, they had a guard, everything. And they had your closer. Yep.
They had everything. So I got to see how this works before I put way too early on it.
Oh, you can't even put way. Well, I mean, you're in the top 4.
I still think the Bucks can give them more.
And we don't have any free agency things to talk about with them. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I'm soft on the Bucks right now, but not soft enough to pull them out of that spot. They're my other favorite. They're my way too early favorite to win the East.
Yeah,
I agree.
Record wise, the Bucks are going to still have the best record in the East.
Yes.
Probably followed by Philadelphia.
Okay. So you have to like Boston up there.
Boston. Miami is probably way too early. We'll see what Westbrook does. I mean, just for some of the fact that it's the East, you pair Westbrook and Jimmy Buckets together.
Did I miss something?
No, I think it's way too early.
Is Westbrook in Miami? Did I?
No, you didn't miss.
I was just saying, I've been in the bunker.
I'm just saying, if that happens, I can see that.
If that happens, Miami's the top 2.
Miami's the top 5.
Jimmy and Westbrook?
Jimmy and Westbrook.
In the East?
In the East. That's the top 5. I think depending on
probably because does the ball get shared?
Yeah, here's the part about that I trust the most. It's Pat Riley.
Okay.
Like if you're Russell Westbrook and you sit down with Pat Riley, he goes, "Hey, bruh, the triple double trying to get all those
sagging for rebounds,
and
all that. Yeah.
We're not gonna do that. We pressure hard. We sharing the ball. We doing it. We doing
boy.
So I trust Coach Pat. What Chris Rock said, Coach Pat Riley brings everybody together. Okay.
Hey, these new age guys new generation guys will buck up.
Hey, if I'm gonna give away some stuff for you, you better come through. That's all I'm saying. You can live your life on South Beach.
Y'all better have that conversation with him before you get traded for him. Better get some assurance.
I think Miami's the better place for him than Detroit. So if Westbrook goes to Miami, you're looking at Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, to your point, New Jersey, how you feel about them, and Miami being the top 5 teams in the East.
I agree. Not in that order, but I agree. So we kind of brought Miami up, right? Miami, to me, is the most relevant team in this conversation. For some reason.
Well, it hasn't happened yet. I
know. But here's the thing. Every time there's talk of trading anybody, Miami seems to be always in the conversation for 2 reasons. One is Miami. And then for 2, I guess they are looked at as a well-run organization, and Pat Riley has a lot of credit.
Right.
But then besides that, I'm always looking at their roster seems like they're like 4 players away. It just doesn't seem like when I heard of Jimmy,
they had their eras. They had their
eras, but they always had dogs. Like Jimmy, we know is a closer, right? Jimmy to me is not a carrier though. So Jimmy
for a season.
Yeah. So Jimmy to Miami with no Westbrook, to me Miami's still a 4 or 5 seed.
7.
Maybe lower. Yeah. I think because you get one bona fide guy on your team, that probably gets you a top 6 seed to me.
Their roster is a little limited.
Yeah, it's always limited.
Who's the number 2 guy? Deion Waiters.
That's what I'm saying. But even if you put Westbrook on that team, I guess I don't make them top 2.
It makes them a little better.
But it makes them better.
Westbrook is an all-around better point guard.
Yeah, like look what he did with OKC was like a 7 seed without PG.
In the West.
Yeah, so
in the West, that's hard to do.
That's a 5 seed in the East.
That's very hard to do.
Right. So my thing with Miami is like they just keep coming up. Like D-Wade retired, they just keep coming up. Like they're in every trade discussion.
That's cusp franchise.
Yeah, I guess.
Or you go to Miami.
Yeah, like and do what exactly? Party. I don't know. So yeah, that's my take on Miami. I just like why do their names keep coming up?
Yeah. Well, let's put a ball in the East. So the Westbrook trade, would you rather see him in Miami or Detroit? I know this is where we are. You know, the people are saying Detroit in the comment section. Where you would for me, you would probably have to give up Drummond. Like I don't see a way where you can get Westbrook without giving up Drummond. You're gonna keep Blake. Blake is a Piston. There's no way they're giving up Blake. You got to get rid of Reggie because they're gonna want a PG for a PG.
Does OKC want Reggie back?
He's on. It's last year. It's a expiring contract.
Yeah, come on, buddy. We'll take you.
Yeah, take you that. I mean, that's kind of what the mold they're in right now, right?
Right. Obviously,
just gathering expiring.
Giving up players at the trade deadline. Out of nowhere.
Gathering expiring contract. So. And then you get kind of a cornerstone with Drummond, trade away Adams, and then you just got, a team that you just build off of your draft picks, right? The horde of draft picks that you've gotten so far. So, or you go to Miami, you give up what? Dragic, some picks. Here's the thing, though. Like, when I first got the text message about Westbrook being traded, it was like, well, PG got all this. So if you want to trade with Westbrook, you have to give them all this plus more. But now they're of the mindset of they want to honor Russell and tell him like, hey, we're in rebuilding mode. Wherever you pick is where we'll try to take you. And what they give us, as long as it seems comparable, we'll trade you there. So they're not looking for a haul.
Right.
They're trying to honor a guy that gave them 11 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So I think a fair trade would be Drummond and Reggie and some picks. Or a fair trade would be some picks and Dragic and whatever garbage they got on their bench just to fill out a roster. So I don't think the compensation matters as much as where he wants to go.
So if I'm a Pistons fan, I'm torn on this because you're absolutely right. Like there has to be one player that is comparable in the sense of like
the money's got to fit.
The money's got to fit. And there has to be a player that has like somewhat of a name that goes back to OKC.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm a Pistons fan, I think if you get Westbrook and you pair him with Griffin, he's declining, but he's done an okay job of kind of changing his game a little bit. Yep. You've had a couple of good young guys that kind of helped you over time. But if you do it at the expense of losing Drummond, to me, that's too much. But where do you go if you keep Drummond and you keep Bobby Shmurda at point? Then you're the same.
Reggie's in the deal regardless.
I agree with you. Reggie has to be in the deal. But if you are the Pistons, your hope and dream is this. Your pipe dream is you can do this without Drummond gone.
Big three.
So, and you get yourself a big 2.5. Okay? That's what you get. That's got to be your pipe dream.
Who's the hat?
Griffin is the hat because he's reinvented his game. So that's your pipe dream. If this is yeah, that's it's a big 2.5.
Okay.
So to me, that's your pipe dream. No Drummond. If they pull the trigger and they give up Drummond, I understand why it's Drummond and Reggie. Reggie must go because you got to go PG for PG.
Right.
And I understand why OKC would want Drummond because you got to put somebody on the team and have somebody playing.
Right.
Now, if y'all can somehow swing a Drummond Reggie for Westbrook and the big fella Adams, perfect scenario.
Too much money.
Way too much money. I know. I'm spitballing here. But for the Pistons,
I tried it on 2K. Don't fit.
Yeah. There you go. I think I would rather see him here because I like to go down to LC and maybe watch a game. Yeah. But I think I'd rather see him here because I feel like, again, Miami just seems irrelevant to me. Like him and
Detroit is irrelevant.
I think Detroit becomes a top half East team.
So Jimmy?
I don't know. I'm not for argument's sake. With Jimmy and Westbrook and who? Because they gave up the big fella.
Who's a better two, Buckets or Blake Griffin?
True, but I feel like
Blake might not need the ball as much as Jimmy does.
I think that works better for Westbrook.
I think Westbrook's point guard.
I think Westbrook and Jimmy are going to clash, bro.
Okay.
Because Westbrook's a butthead on the floor, bro. Like
they just gonna be dogs together. I think they're gonna be two
Jimmy
Negroes on a Miami clowning.
No, see,
waiters.
Jimmy. Oh God, Jimmy. Jimmy is like in your face. Just say whatever.
Yeah.
Westbrook to me is like a fake thug. But I don't think he's going to appreciate that type of.
He's a KG. He's a
loud,
bloviating.
And I don't think he's going to appreciate that stuff behind the scenes. Like Jimmy will call you out in the press. Jimmy will do some things in the media. I think Westbrook in Detroit gives you more of an opportunity for Westbrook to still be Westbrook because Drummond and Griffin can't demand anything really, and it allows for the pick and roll. It allows for Westbrook to kind of can shoot it whenever he wants to, but he'll have to give it up. Yeah. So I think him and Miami, it just feels irrelevant to me. It feels like it's just gonna be like this.
They both are irrelevant. They're both. I think whoever team he goes to, they're the 5th seed. To me, that's like if he goes to the Pistons, no matter what they give up, they're 5th seed.
There you go.
If he goes to Miami, no matter what they give up, they're 5th seed.
That's good. I like
that. That's what I believe. I would love. To see him in Detroit, I would definitely go to some games. To see Russell Westbrook. I always want to say Wilson, so I pause after the Russell.
Yeah,
Russell Westbrook.
I go check him
out. I would definitely go check him out because he's definitely butt.
It's Russell Westbrook. Yeah, it's Russell Westbrook. You gotta go see him.
You want to see it. All right, so to the West.
Oh boy.
Oh, so the reason why we're talking about trading away Russell Westbrook is because Paul George and Kawhi Leonard have teamed up to make a super duper team. Super duper team for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers. Listen, the Kawhi watch was strong. Like, I don't even do Twitter, right?
Yeah.
But the refresh, just to see what Kawhi was, the Kawhi weight was he met with the Lakers for refreshment.
So they were following this dude around with a helicopter.
With a helicopter. He talked to Magic Johnson. He talked to Jeannie Buss. Magic said, "You can have whatever you want. You can have. This is me refreshing my feed. I'm refreshing my feed." He talked to now he's talking to Clippers. He's talking to refresh feed. They re-signed Pat Beverly. Refresh feed. Now he's going to Toronto, giving them helicopters, following them. Refresh feed.
I got you.
GM resigns. They bring back the song. Refresh feed. Like it was like 4th of July. It was just like you just waited for the news to drop. Woj was a trending topic all week, bro. Like just waiting for a Woj bomb to drop.
He had nothing.
And he had nothing. Like he's telling us where Kelly Oubre is going. Nobody cares.
Kelly Oubre. Yes.
Nobody cares. Like tell us where Kawhi's going. Jalen Rose says 99% he's re-signing with the Raptors. Right?
Yes.
Everybody's saying Lakers. If he goes to the Lakers, it's chips.
It's over.
It's over.
Yep. We were not watching the league that year.
It's bona fide chips, right? If he goes back, he's thinking about the Clippers. Clippers are not on the board anymore.
Nope.
Right? Because all the big free agents are gone. He can't pair up with nobody. He talked to KD, couldn't get KD. It was down to 2 teams, and then all of a sudden. Woj ball. I don't even think Woj was the first to report it. Like it just came from a left field reporter, the Atlantic or something like that.
It came from somebody random.
Thunder trade Paul George to Clippers. Kawhi signs. So basically, Kawhi told them, "I will come to you if you can get Paul George." Paul George is willing to say he wants to trade out. If you get him, I'll sign to you. No, not saying how long his time frame was. 24, 48, 72 hours. If you can get this done in this time frame, I will sign to the Clippers. Once you make that trade, I got you. If not, I'm going back to Toronto. And they made it happen. The most quietest, awkwardest dude just made a boss move and got another LA kid to the Clippers.
What the HE double hockey sticks is going on?
What is happening? No, the insiders didn't even know this stuff. Nobody saw it coming whatsoever. Rachel Nichols tried to put out her little stuff like, we talked about it behind
camera. We couldn't talk on camera.
We didn't want to report it and be wrong.
Yeah. Fake news.
It's like nobody knew this was happening. Clippers are the best team in the West. I'm saying it right now. The best team in the West is the Los Angeles Clippers. When we do our 1 through 8, my number 1 is going to be the Los Angeles Clippers. Bro, they are nice. And that's without Doc Rivers.
Hey, he's a leader of men. He's a leader of men.
Oh, man. If you've been with our show for years,
you know how we feel about Doc Rivers.
But, bro, you got Pat Bev, Lou Will, Kawhi, Paul George. Like, you got a squad. It's the Clippers, so you can clown them. You can clown them all you want to because it's the Clippers. But they nice.
The only thing working against this team is the fact that they're the Clippers. That is it. Like, sooner or later, it's like being a Browns fan. Sooner or later, you got to figure, like, we're going to get good, right? But then you got to deal with that 1 year
of... and the Browns are good.
Yeah, like
in the same year.
You got to deal with the 1 year of, like, yeah, but they're still the Browns while they're proving to you that they're good.
Yeah.
And that's what we're about to watch because the Clippers have had all these chances. They got better. Lob City. They drafted Blake Griffin. When he was young, he was a dog. And they had Chris Paul, and they were starting to do this, but they couldn't win. But then you had the torn ACL. You got the bad luck. There's always this bad luck cloud hanging over the Clippers. So this season is going to be about, can they just break the curse of being the Clippers? Like, I agree with you 100%. The number 1 in my top 8 is the Clippers.
Dude, they are.
What in the heck happened here?
They are stacked, yo.
I don't know how the boringest, that's not even a word.
He's a mastermind.
The quietest.
You gotta watch the quiet ones.
Right. He kept the NBA hostage, bro.
Yes, he did.
And when I say hostage, like to your point, we were in Orlando at the time. On my way back, I'm driving back, listening or watching the first Vegas game, right?
Barrett and Zion,
right? And so I'm listening to that, and I hear somebody, and then I was listening to the Freddie Coleman show on ESPN, and I hear him say Kawhi to the Clippers. So I'm on my phone like, did it happen, or did I mishear, or I'm just sleepy on the road? I mean, what's going on? And I look up, and he still hasn't signed. So then the news comes out that if he doesn't sign by 12 noon that Saturday the 6th, then they're going to have problems. So to where New Orleans and the Lakers had all agreed to wait. Right. I'm thinking, like, what the heck is taking this guy so long?
Right. He put the Clippers on the clock, man.
Bro, he calls PG, gets hey, let's do it together, and tells the Clippers to do what y'all got to do. And all of a sudden, Sam Presti, you just don't want to have a team in Oklahoma State no more.
You want to be here? Cool. All right, let me get every draft pick ever.
Bro, and they got they got like 5 number 1s, plus like 3 of them you can do pick swaps on.
They got two number 1s every
year
for the next 6 years.
And you can pick swap on like 4 of them.
Yeah.
So it don't matter if your team's good.
Yeah,
like we're still, if your team's good and we're sucky, we're still getting that draft pick and they're gonna have like the top 5 pick in the next 6 drafts.
Yeah, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be
so
there.
Kudos to them. But I was like,
they just
all of a sudden they're just unloading everybody.
They could say no. I could say no. Like, look, you just signed here last year and said you wanted to be here and play with Russell.
Yeah.
And
all the love.
Yeah, we gave you all the love, but all of a sudden you just want to leave? No, you gonna stay.
Listen,
Look at
Jalen Rose said it best to me on was that First Take? Jalen Rose said it best. Is Sam Presti working for the Clippers? I mean, buddy. Okay, so I'm with you, bro. We all waited and went. I'm not even a Kawhi Leonard fan like that.
Me neither.
And so I wasn't following it because I'm like, oh my God, where's he going? I was following it because I'm like, why is it taking so long? Like,
Right.
okay, where's he gonna be so we can have a conversation about this on the show?
I just want to see when he's gonna sign with Lakers.
Yeah, and is he gonna be Lakers and oh well, this is over,
Right?
Or is he gonna be Clippers? And because to me, you took Toronto with nobody else,
right?
So if he had went to the Clippers by himself, I was still ready to say they got a real good chance to be good.
Yeah,
because they got some young players
too. It's the West, though.
Yes, but while it's in the West, what he's proven to you is he can carry a team. The challenge was going to be, it was going to be in the West. So we were going to find out, could he really do it? He clearly knows himself he needed help.
Yeah. I mean, you know the league you play.
Absolutely.
The super teams are over now.
Yo, it's a wrap.
The three all-stars, it's not happening this year.
It's the duos.
Yeah, you got to pair up and just get great role players. Right?
Woo-wee.
So
the West is way too early. The Clippers are the favorite.
The simple fact that he reached out to KD, he was like, "Hey, what we gonna do? Where you going? What you talking about?
Yep.
You want to come?" And he couldn't get that to happen. And then everybody else started signing, and then this whole left field thing, bro. Like, he's a mastermind, and he really flipped the script on him. And Anthony Davis is just like, I'm gonna go where I want to go, and I'm gonna take wherever I want to take, and there's nothing this ownership can do about it.
Pretty much,
there's nothing you can do about it. So he totally flipped the script, and I, for one, am looking for. I remember when KD signed with the Warriors, and it was like, why? Like, this. It's a foregone conclusion. You weren't quite there yet because you still riding the LeBron, rightfully so.
For sure. Yep.
Rightfully so. But it's like this is over. Like, it's a wrap. The league is ruined. I was that guy. The league is ruined. KD ruined the league because it's a foregone conclusion. They're going to the finals and they're winning every year. A 73-win team just added one of the best players in the league, and
he lost in the finals.
Your response was, "He's just a shooter." I was like, "Bro, he's not just a shooter. It's Kevin Durant." Okay, they added a shooter. I was like, "You gotta see it. All right, you gotta see it. What you see, what they about to do, is a wrap." And I feel totally opposite now. I can't wait to watch the league this year.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I can't wait to see
100%.
the end. Like, I wish the Staples Center had like an 80-game ticket package.
Right.
Like, that's not Lakers, just not Clippers. Just 82 games of LA basketball. That would be the greatest package ever sold.
Yep.
Because you just get to watch great ball after great ball.
That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be fun.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the battle between the two teams. Did I hear correctly that the Clippers are building their own arena? Did I hear Bombers? I heard they're getting their own building.
I don't know.
I thought I heard it twice that they're getting their own building somewhere else in LA, which is even better. But you notice now the interesting thing is Kawhi did sign a 2-year deal.
2-year deal.
So he's gonna play
he's
gonna play the control you game.
Yeah.
You gotta keep getting better.
Him and Paul George on the same deal right now, years wise.
So they both can re-up at the same time.
Free agents in 2022.
Ouch. But this is going to be fun. I agree with you 100%. They are the
They just got a goon squad.
They're the number one team in the West.
They got a goon squad. Trez, Lou, Pat.
The big fella down low that played for Louisville.
Trez?
Yeah.
Like, they're some goons, right? Like, they all need cornrows.
Yep.
It's going to be nice.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be nice. Lakers, the 80 trade is officially done. They get DeMarcus Cousins. They get Avery Bradley. They get
Rondo's back on.
Rondo. They still got Kuz. They got one more person. Danny Green.
Yep.
How is this roster?
I like
going to pan out?
I like this roster. My question for them was, if you don't get Kawhi, how are you going to fill out the roster? And this might have been I don't say that this was the best thing that happened to them, but I think that what they got is a good look. They got a shoot. This is back to being a LeBron-made team.
Mm-hmm.
They got a shooter. You got Danny Green. Now, He can be good and he can be Danny Green.
Mm-hmm.
So
he can be 20.
Yeah,
He can be 2.
Exactly. So okay, but you got somebody that fits the role.
Right.
You got a point guard who's a true point guard in Rondo.
Mm-hmm.
And he defends and he's gritty.
Mm-hmm.
You got Avery Bradley. We know he can defend.
Yep, 3 and D.
We know it. Okay, so now you got one of those. You got AD. We already know what you're getting there.
Right.
You got a top 10 or some arguably top 5 player in the league. You got Boogie. Who now is going to.
That's the wild.
I love this because he's going to prove himself. It's just a matter of is he going to be 10 and 5 or is he going to be 20 and 10?
Yeah.
And can he live with the fact that he is possibly the third option?
Can he deal with his role?
He's got to be able to deal with his role because he's the third, maybe fourth option on that team. Because Kuz is there too.
What if he don't start?
Hey, I'm okay. Listen, I'm okay with that. I just like the piece. I like him. I like Kuz. I like their pieces. You got defensive-minded point guards. You got distributors. You have Boogie doesn't. Sports Dad Stevens is joining the show. We appreciate you joining us live on YouTube and on Facebook. Listen, you're right. Not as athletic as he used to be. However,
never was though.
He really was never an athletic big. He was always a slow, truncated, moving big.
And he still
can
ball 20 and 10.
So he can be that guy again, or he gonna be a 10 and 5 guy. We're gonna find out because he's now had his full year to recover. Got hurt again, but that wasn't as bad of an injury.
Wasn't the same.
We're not teaming up on you. Just stating the situation. Danny Green's a shooter. Kuzma can shoot the 3.
We agree with.
AD's a good shooter. AD's got a 20-foot in. He can shoot. So and the league has shifted now. I don't think you have to necessarily have shooters anymore. Like when I say shooters, I'm talking about multiple guys.
The Warrior busters.
The Warrior shooter. Yeah, you're not. Those days are over.
Right.
Now you can defend. Now your stars can be your stars, and we can go my stars versus your stars. And so I like that. So I like the pieces. I like what they've added. I think ultimately they're going to be way too early. No, I'll hold out. I won't say. I already give my number 1.
Yeah,
sir.
This roster.
It is true. This is not a you got to have shooters league anymore.
I mean, you want to have them,
but you don't have to beat the Warriors anymore.
You don't have to go 3 for 3 no more.
That's what I'm saying. Let me rephrase. You need shooters. You don't have to build your roster to beat the Warriors anymore. That's what I mean by that.
Especially this year. Since they only got 1.
But when he comes back.
Hey, look, Clay's a bad boy.
And so, that Warrior squad with a chip on their shoulder, if they can get a bench,
yeah,
watch out.
So staying on the Lakers.
That was so disrespectful. I just rephrased it. Sports that season, don't come in our show trying to fire us up.
I think, the whole LeBron at point guard thing that's coming out too. It's like
we just can't leave well enough.
Listen,
the Warriors are still dangerous because they are the champs. They're not the champs. They're not dangerous. Clay's not. Go ahead. See, you say stuff and then you want us to.
So I think that the Avery Bradley pickup was probably the best depth pickup that they got.
Yeah.
Like, it's a guy who can play the 2 to 3, maybe the 1, but mostly the 2 and the 3. And you can plug in with the 2s and you can plug in with the 1s. He can guard the best defender, whether it be a 2 guard or a shooting guard, 2 guard or a small forward.
Yep.
That was the best pickup of their depth. We know that AD, Boogie, and Rondo play well together.
Yep.
We've seen it already.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
We've seen them dominate as 2 bigs together with a distributing point guard.
Yep.
And then you add LeBron to that.
Yep.
And then you add Kuz to that.
Yep.
So you expect Kuz.
Now you preaching.
You expect Kuz to take a next level in his game, right?
Yep.
Even if you're not of the mindset that you don't believe LeBron can sit back and let it happen around him, if he does play his game, everybody else still gets better.
Yep.
And you get to feed the big dog.
Yep.
Just let Anthony Davis work.
Yep.
So I think this roster is equipped for an 82-game stretch, high 50s wins, and to make a long stretch throughout the playoffs. But I think I think that the Clippers are still the best team at Staples.
I agree. I agree 100%. And I guess I'm going to speak to this. They're not still the champs. One, when Klay comes back, you have to watch out for them. I just said that. When Klay comes back, you got to be wary. We know that they lost in the championship because of injuries. I agree that I think we agree that if they're full strength, they beat the Raptors.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Demolished.
That's a given. But we can't have a sports show about what coulda, shoulda, woulda happened. We got to talk about what happened.
Right.
And what happened was they're not the champs anymore.
No.
Clay's not coming back this year.
KD
Early reports are there's no more Klay in for another year. KD's never coming back.
You lost Klay, Livingston,
Iggy. You lost
Marcus,
a lot of your depth.
All those guys are gone.
So at the end of the day,
you got D'Angelo Russell.
Thank you. So right now it's D'Angelo, Steph, and Draymond.
That's it.
That's all you have.
That's it.
Okay? So at the end of the day, you have to talk in the real time. And in real time, the Golden State Warriors are now, and we weren't saying this a year ago, 2 years ago, they're a 1 year away team.
Yeah.
We got to wait to see what happens.
And to your point, they're not, especially while Klay's injured, you only got one shooter.
You got one shooter.
You got one guy that's a sniper.
You don't count D'Angelo? Is he for real?
He's not a sniper.
He showed us.
He showed us the ball. He can shoot the rock.
Okay.
He can shoot the rock. But Steph is the sniper. But to your point, it's not to the point where you have to form your team around keeping up with them.
Exactly.
Nobody has to keep up with them anymore.
You don't have to build a team to keep up with the Warriors.
You can build however you want to and just have shooters on your team. That's what Danny Green is. Danny Green is a shooter on your team.
Correct.
That can hit the three.
Correct.
Avery Bradley can hit the three. AD can hit the three. Boogie can hit the three. LeBron this year showed you he can hit the three.
Right. So
Quinn Cook is on that team. He can hit the three.
We've given all these teams their due. We're being accused of having a double standard because we gave the Nets a different due, I guess. At the end of the day, we also know you're in our chat trying to fire us up and say something. He said Brooklyn, but you guys are still talking about what they're going to be.
Well, that was him. I said we don't agree on everything.
Well, but we did. We talked, but we both talked about what Brooklyn's going to be.
Yeah,
I think talking about what the Warriors are going to be. The Warriors are now 1 year away from being back to having to respect the fact that they're relevant.
I think they're going to flip D'Angelo.
I think so too.
I think they're going to flip.
I think they flip him and they get depth.
Unless you make Klay small forward, and he's guarding. If he still got great lateral movement, we can guard the best player in the court, and that kind of situation works.
Right.
You keep him, but if you can flip D'Angelo to a good wing,
right,
then and some depth, yeah, I would do it.
Yep.
But I think they're 1 year away, just like I think that the Nets are 1 year away without KD.
And I'm going crazy about Brooklyn because to me now, with Kyrie minus KD, with more depth than the Warriors and young talent, to me, they're going to be a better team. When Klay comes back,
I don't think so.
Now the Warriors have to be respected. And to me, I think the Warriors have to be feared if Klay comes back healthy. I really do, because that's a former champ with a chip on their shoulder. Yeah. And they ruled the league for years, and now everybody's hyped up on everybody else. And after free agency ended, there was this huge, there was like 4 days of the rise and fall of the Warriors.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is that felt fabricated.
Then they went and got D'Angelo.
Right.
They picked them out of the Lakers' hands.
Yeah, and I'm like, and that felt fabricated to me. So rumors of their demise are going to be greatly exaggerated.
I just think,
but they're a year away.
I think there's a window, and I think teams see
an opportunity. It's blood in the water.
Yeah,
yes,
you see blood in the water.
Blood in the water. It's your chance to capitalize on the Warriors being down, because when Klay comes back, you got to respect.
And it's going to take a year. I think it's going to take a full year for Klay to be himself again.
Yep.
Is he going to come back March, April, May? Probably. But I think he's not going to be at full strength.
Right.
I don't think you can count on him guarding your next best guy. You know what I'm saying? They're going to probably have to play team defense, put that guy on Draymond. They're going to have to protect him some kind of way to where, his deficiencies don't show up until next year.
Right.
And then you get a full strength Warriors team, whatever moves they make. and then you get a full strength Nets team, whatever decision they make, plus whoever's the champion that year,
right?
Whether it be the Lakers, the Clippers, whoever, that's gonna be next year is gonna be even better than this year.
Yeah.
So I'm not disrespecting nobody. We know Boogie gets hurt. We know AD gets hurt, but that's why you build a team like that where you still got LeBron and you still got Kuz and you still got Danny Green. That's why you get depth. That's why you still get guys on the roster. So to keep that, LeBron got hurt. They went from a 4 seed to out of the playoffs. LeBron gets hurt this year. They still got guys that can keep them afloat.
Yep.
AD gets hurt. They still got guys to keep. You're not counting on Boogie to be Boogie. We say he can be, but we don't know what his role is.
We don't know his role is.
Once we figure out his role, then we can say what.
Yeah, we have to see how that works out. Be careful with the trashing of Brooklyn. This is why I'll say to that. Brooklyn's going to be trash. They have no defenders. They have the top shot blocker, one of the top shot blockers in the league. Their defensive efficiency numbers were top 10 in the league last year. Now Kyrie doesn't play D, but they have guys on that
Once
team.
You get past Kyrie, it's a wall.
Right, it's like they have guys on that team.
I think you need more. I think you need more.
Yeah, but I mean, so I'm going way too early with them, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not going extreme. Sports That Stevens is going to his extreme talk like he does. He loves to do. Brooklyn's trash. They have no defenders. Well, don't make that statement and not actually look at that squad. They have more than one player on that team that likes to lock up. Now, Kyrie is not a great defender, but they've got some players on that team that play defense. There is no team in the league that truly is a Stonewall 5-player roster that's going to lock down. They don't play defense like that in the NBA.
Don't do that no more.
The last team that played defense like that was the Detroit Pistons in 2004, and the Spurs every other year when they won championships. They played defense. Now all these other teams, they got 2 or 3 guys,
defense
maybe 4.
Then was 60, 70 points.
Right.
Defense now is 100.
It's 110. if you're keeping a team under 109.8, you're playing defense.
You're playing good defense.
That's okay.
And then it's the East as well. Like the majority of their opponents are going to be Eastern Conference teams.
Yes.
So
the Raptors
their record is going to be a little inflated.
It's fine. Okay. I'm not gonna let this happen. But so we're gonna move forward. The Raptors did defend.
The best defensive team this year is going to be the Clippers.
I agree.
Without a doubt.
I agree.
The Clippers are going to be the best defensive team.
The Clippers are going to be the best defensive team, period.
I think
so. There's your credit.
We all can agree with
that. The Clippers are going to be the best defensive team.
We were saying that before you logged on.
Yes.
That's why I think both record-wise, I have them number 1. You want to do your
top 8 in the West?
Yeah. So do I got 8? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I bet we have the same list.
So top to bottom or bottom to top?
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Number 1, Clippers. I think Clippers are going to be the number 1 overall seed. I think defensively they're going to pop people. Offensively they're going to pop people. And just like they're excited to play together.
And this is our way too early top 8.
Way too early.
All right. Everybody knows what that means. This is pure speculation.
They're going to pop
We're going off paper. Right?
They're going to pop people. Number 2, Denver. Still got Denver. Denver was number 2 seed last year. They didn't do anything really to change their roster.
Yep.
Still waiting on Michael Porter Jr., who got hurt again in summer league.
Yep.
They got Bobo.
Yep.
Maybe he can do some rotational minutes. Yep. But it's the same team. They're running it all the way back.
So you can't potential MVP candidate.
Yeah. So you can't say that they're not going to be at least a top 3, top 4 team. I'll put them at number 2.
I got you. We're so far. We're good. Let's go. Number 3.
At number 3, I got the Blazers.
Oh, I got the Lakers.
I got the Blazers.
Okay.
The Blazers got better. It's just not. You still got the 2-man show.
Yep.
Rodney Hood resigned.
Yep.
Then you got Whiteside.
Yep.
You got a defensive presence now down there on the block.
Shots, yep.
Then you got Kent Bazemore from the Atlanta Hawks.
Forgot about
so now you got a third guy that can score the ball. They got better.
I forgot about it.
They got a lot better. They got rid of that bad Evan Turner contract. They got a lot better. So I'm going with Blazers.
Change alert. You swayed me on that one, sir. Okay, so Blazers 3.
I'm going Blazers 3. Now, we all know seeding don't really matter. Okay? Once you get to the playoffs, if you get popped, you get popped.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
We're talking about going into the playoffs. This is our way too early.
This is what I think will be. This is what I think.
Now, I'm moving the Lakers to number 4.
I'm moving the Lakers. I got Lakers number 4.
Okay.
I got Lakers number 4, 50-plus win team. No matter, as long as one guy at a time goes down, I'm not saying they're all going to be healthy. As long as one guy at a time goes down,
I think it's safe to say I think it's safe to say, just put it as an overarching theme. This is barring injuries.
Yeah.
This is definitely barring injuries. Because the Warriors were the best team in the league, barring injuries.
Yeah.
Which I said last year. I said the Warriors are going to win it again, barring injuries.
Yeah, most definitely.
And what happened?
The Warriors beat you into submission.
Yes.
So they just keep winning.
And even with injuries, I kept picking.
And then I did the same thing. I don't care who's on the field. I'm picking the Warriors until I actually see it with my eyes that they lose.
They lost. We can stop picking the
So
Warriors.
now the blood's in the water, right? So I got Lakers at number 4. So the 4-5 matchup in my playoffs would be Lakers-Rockets. So I got the Rockets at 5.
I got the Jazz at 5.
Ooh, okay. I'm
I
a
got
little
the Jazz
lower.
at
A little
5.
lower.
I got the Jazz.
I got the Rockets at 5. They running it back too. Same squad, running it back. And this was, I think it was a 4 seed last year.
That started slow.
Yep, they started slow. And their issues have been broadcasted, right?
Yes.
Their issues have been broadcasted. Turmoil between Chris Paul and James Harden, which they refute.
Yep.
You got the owner trying to trade away Clint Capella.
Yep.
Eric Gordon.
Yep.
So they feel some type of way, right?
Right.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Right.
But the summer can heal all wounds, maybe. But at the end of the day, if you can just have James Harden average 45, 50 points, you're going to get your wins. So I'm not saying they're a great team. I'm saying this is how I see 1 through 8 when playoffs start.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So my 4-5 matchup would probably be Lakers Rockets.
I can't put the Rockets in the 5-5. I gotta put them in the 6-5 behind Utah. Because to me, the Rockets are a dumpster fire. They are a dumpster fire, bro. They are chemistry's worst nightmare.
But in a regular season,
that is gonna be fine. You're right.
They're gonna get the
But I think Conley, coaching staff, depth, organization, Spider Mitchell.
Yeah,
that to me is why I'm putting them in the 5. I put Houston in the 6 because Houston to me is like dumpster fire, bro. And I think it's good enough to keep them in the playoff hunt to get there at the 6 spot. But to me, they will never win a championship with this roster.
No, I'm not saying that.
So no, you're not.
I'm not saying
that. I'm just giving you my reasons why I'm flip flop.
It could, and it could, and I can see them potentially slipping as well because, like you said, they started off slow this year, and
he had to go. He had to go 40 games in a row.
To get them back.
Yep.
So, do they start late this year? Do they feel some type of way? Then Tony, he's on the last year of his contract. He's on a hot seat.
Is he going to be able to coach him?
Is he going to last a year? So it's a lot of questions. It's a lot of questions going into that. So I feel you on that. I feel you on that. There's a lot of questions about the Houston Rockets.
That's why I got to put him at 6.
But talent-wise and what you see James Harden do on a night in, night out basis in a regular season, you know he's going to keep him afloat if he could. The way they play.
I'm with you.
So now I got the Jazz. I got the Jazz at 6.
So we're flip-flopping the Jazz.
So I like the Jazz. I like the Conley, Mitchell, because sophomore blues, right? Spider didn't have a great second year.
He had that loud season.
Because, the league caught up with him.
Yep.
He had to develop a shot. Now you got a all-pro point guard playing right next to you, trying to teach you the ropes, show you the ropes. Because before that, all he had was Ricky Rubio.
Right.
But I think the loss of Favors, that's going to hurt.
A little bit.
That's going to hurt. So depth-wise, they're not as big as they used to be.
Yep.
But
I think that makes them more efficient.
I think so, too.
I think it makes more efficient.
And you saw how well Connolly and Gasol played, so I look forward to what Connolly.
Gobert! Yeah. I'm going to enjoy that.
You got a big dog down the
I'm going to enjoy that.
Who gives away nothing. 3 times straight defensive player of the year. You gotta respect that.
Yep.
At number 7.
Let me think. Who's my number 7 real quick? Oh gosh. Wait. Oh yeah, I'm ready.
At number 7, I got the Mavs.
Oh.
I got the Mavs. So this is the Porzingis Doncic mix. All right. Add a little Seth Curry to Rick Carlisle's team. I'm going Mavericks. Hopefully, I want to see this match work.
Right.
I want to see these two guys work
I do
together.
too.
I want to see this pairing work together.
It's a weird pairing though.
I mean,
it's a 3 and a 5.
It is, but at the same time, you can put Doncic at the 1,
Yeah,
and he can still play pick and roll with Porzingis, and they
it's
can
gonna
do
be
their thing. It just depends on if Porzingis wants to play. If Porzingis is it goes into the season with something to prove,
yeah,
I think they'll be a good team to watch. Not good enough for a 50-win team. Maybe they got 45, 40,
42,
yeah, something like that. Enough to squeak in, make the playoffs. I'll put them over a team like the Kings, who made a run last year. I don't have the Thunder this year, so some of these teams that you're hearing for the first time, you taking those teams out. I don't have the Thunder in this year. I don't have the Spurs in this year. So some of these teams I'm taking out and putting in these new teams. So that's why I got the Mavs in at number 7.
So I want to have 2 number 7s and therefore not have a number 8. But like I want to go Mavs here, but I gotta see. I don't know what on paper Porzingis sounds good with Luka.
Right.
But I gotta see him. Like I gotta see the health. So
we ain't seen him in a year.
I wanted to put them there, but I'm actually going Spurs at 7.
Okay.
Because for some reason, Pop just has like these no-name guys, and they find their way into scrapping in the playoffs. So, and they get on your nerves and win a couple games in the playoffs, and now you wonder if they're going to upset somebody in the first round.
Right.
So I have them at 7, and then I'll just give my 8 because for me it's the Mavs at 8. The Kings did make a couple little moves. I just until they show me something, I'm not even ready to talk about them on paper.
Right.
So for me, it's Spurs and then Mavs, but I can see Mavs then I can see Mavs, and I can see why you need to not have the Spurs in. I can see Mavs at 7 for sure. But for me, it's Spurs, then Mavs. I wanted to make that different, but I don't know what Porzingis is going to do. So I'm going Spurs. Spurs and Mavs.
The Spurs have been steadily declining.
They have. But even when you think that, they somehow still
So I think the next
show up.
The next step for them is missing the playoffs.
Right. But is this that year?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
That's fair.
Like Marcus Morris not wanting to be a Spur to go to the Knicks,
right.
Like who does that?
Yeah.
Like the lure's over. The lure's gone. They do get DeJounte Murray back after his ACL last year, so they get the point guard that they want. The goal with DeRozan and Aldridge, but it's just I think I'm ready for a year without the Spurs.
I hear you.
They had a lineup last year with a bunch of guys I had no clue.
They made the playoffs. Listen. I'm just. I let the record show. I'm just as tired of it as you are. So I'm with you.
So my number 8 was a toss-up between the 2 rookies, so New Orleans and Memphis.
Okay.
Those are my two toss-ups. So I went New Orleans.
Can't wait to see them.
I went New Orleans. That's just fair. Off of roster.
Okay.
So
because they did okay.
Yeah, I liked it, but Korver being bought out, Iguodala is probably going to be bought out.
Yeah, so it's like you're like, oh, vets.
They're releasing them. So really, you just got Ja and Valanciunas, right? And I don't think that's enough.
Yeah,
I don't think that's enough. So Lonzo, Bi, Zoe, JJ, they got guys like Brian. Is it Brian Griffin? David Griffin? Whatever. GM of the year already. 2020 GM of the year already. Because he put this roster together and it's totally reworked. Totally new. There's no Pelicans on this roster. It's a couple Sixers, it's a couple Lakers,
right.
It's a couple it's some rookies. And they totally reworked this roster. And to me, the only question mark on this roster is Zion, and I'm the biggest Zion stan in the world.
Well, you want to now see what really happens.
I want to see what he can do.
What can he do?
Like you shut him down. I was ready to watch Summer League. I was at B-Dubs watching that game, like you was watching. I wanted to see them go at it.
Dangerously.
I wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yeah,
and his conditioning, his weight, is he injury prone? Right. Like I want all that stuff to go away. I want him to show up on his first game. 15 down, leaner, ready to go. And even if he averages like 17 and 8 this season, I think that's a plus. That's a step in the right direction. And you just looking for other guys. He's not supposed to be the guy this year. This is Drew Holiday's team. Right?
Yeah, no matter how you cut it. It's supposed to be Drew Holiday's team, but everybody will make it Zion.
Yeah, it's not his team this year. It's
Right.
Drew Holiday's team. So if Drew Holiday has an all-star year, this team is making the playoffs. That's how I see it.
That's fair.
So distributes.
I don't think he's gonna have one, but that's fair.
I mean,
I know it's fair.
You lost some
it's
guards.
accurate.
You lost some guards. Clay's not going to be an all-star this year. Russell's going to be in the East. You lost some guards in the all-star race.
You're already trading Russell. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be gone.
Yeah.
And they're not trading him to the West. You don't hear no, no West people. So he's going to the East. So there's going to be some guard spots opening for an all-star spot for Drew Holiday. Have you a year, young fella. Have a year. Let this be your team. Lob it. So just work on assists. Work on assists, make an open three. BI, just work ball handling, get to the rack. Pick and roll with Zoe, JJ for three. They got a nice roster. So I'm going out on a limb. I'm going New Orleans for AC.
I don't think that's too bad of a limb.
New Orleans Clippers first round.
Okay. Rap. Goodness. Well, I mean, there you have it.
Did you consider the rookies?
Yeah, but I feel like they're rookies, they're rookie squad. I do. Good point. Pelicans have a better roster. I just think it's just in the West. It's going to be a tough work. They could probably replace the Spurs on my list. Again, I'm telling you 100%. That Spurs thing is me just being beaten into submission, and somehow Greg Popovich just probably going to put that team in there. But that's my take on them, though.
All right. I'm going through Woj's thing here. Just make sure we got everybody locked down. Derrick Rose to the Pistons.
Sir, don't do that. There's nobody else to talk about. I do not want to comment.
Lopez and Chris Middleton.
I do not want to comment. Please stop. There's nobody else to. We don't comment on any of those players.
I'm just,
there's no need.
Jazz Bogdanovich. So that's another guy that the Jazz can use to help them out. Who biggest winners, biggest losers? You want to do that? Because I already know who my biggest loser is.
I think we made that obvious.
The New York Knicks.
Yeah. The Knicks are the biggest losers, and obviously the biggest winners to me is the Clippers. I think we made that obvious.
All right. Shout out to Jared Dudley.
Stop. Do Vaughn's Plumbing, please, so he can go. Jared Dudley.
All right, so my last two, I really want to see where Sean Livingston goes. I want to see where Iggy goes when he gets bought out. I want to see where Korver goes. Now we at the vets, right? We at the vets who have some kind of championship pedigree. They can add themselves to a good roster for a veteran minimum. I want to see where those guys go. So that's where I'm at. All right, so put a ball on that. We appreciate you guys listening as always. Make sure to check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes, both at Academy Sports Show, and our social medias at Academy Sports Show. Find our faces on Facebook. Find our faces on Instagram. Find our faces on YouTube. Like them, follow them, love them, like them, support them, share them, search them, all that other good stuff. And most importantly, make sure you trigger that bell on YouTube so that way you know every time we go live, so you can be in here like Sports Dad Cephas going ham on us. We appreciate you, sir, and all your comments and your trolling this, and we know it's all out of love. So thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Oh, good. I don't have to do the social media stuff. Finish it up.
And then we appreciate our sponsors here as well. Once again, it is Academy Sports Show, 2S's at gmail.com. We appreciate any inquiries on sponsorship or just, if you want your name in the back, product placement, we can do all that stuff. So just let us know. But our sponsors today are Vaughn's Plumbing, both licensed and insured. Vaughn's Plumbing provides top quality services at great prices. Whether just getting up to cold waterproof and daily home services, call the man
313-304-7786.
VaughnsPlumbing.com also gives you great quotes of the services that he provides, as well as the map of the areas that he goes to service your needs, your plumbing needs, whether it's just at your home or at your business. Call the man
313-304-7786.
That man right there is the real MVP.
Also, don't forget, if you're looking to buy, sell, rent, lease, or invest, or maybe you're just looking for a career change, call my man Nick Bowers and his team at Keller Williams Lakeside. Let the home team help you with your real estate needs. Go to their website at www.thehometeamusa.com or find them on Facebook at The Home Team. That's The Home Team, a team you can depend on. Call Nick Bowers at 586-634-9419. Again, that's 586-634-9419. KW Lakeside, The Home Team.
Trade alert.
Trade alert.
You want to finish?
Whoa. Go ahead. This trade alert is brought to you by Be Well Integrative Massage Specialists. They specialize in therapeutic massages integrating the mind, body, and spirit. Check out the list of various services and pricings at www.choose2bewell.com. I mean it. Check them out. www.choose2, that's the number 2, bewell.com for a list of various prices and services. Or you can call for appointments at 313-472-5048. Again, that's 313-472-5048. That's Be Well Integrative Massage Specialist. Trade alert.
Trade alert.
Whoa.
Woj bomb.
Right at the moment of shutdown.
Woj bomb. The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh my God.
Have agreed to trade Russell Westbrook to, guess.
The Miami Heat?
No.
Who?
Yes.
Cleveland! Okay, I'm sorry. I got it. Okay, so a real good guess? Eastern Conference? Hecky no. New Orleans Pelicans.
To the Houston Rockets.
No way! Are you serious?
For Chris Paul. Oh my God.
Sir?
And the first round picks in 24 and 26.
Sir.
Pick swaps in 21 and 25.
Sir. Is Russell Westbrook playing with Harden?
They are back together again. Westbrook and Harden are back together. We are back. We are back. I want to know what movie that is because in my head, we are back.
Those of you who listen to us in podcast land, can you tell us what movie that is?
Yo.
Russell Westbrook
For Chris Paul. And 4 picks. Big City.
If you're Chris Paul, you're pissed.
You are pissed.
You're pissed, bro. Buy me out now. Bro, Westbrook and Harden are together again?
Together again.
The 2 most ball-dominant players in the league
are together again.
They better play with 2 basketballs. Wow.
Yo, it's happening, bro. Woj, bro. From Woj. Blue check mark. It's real. This is real. It's no fake. This is real life.
You heard it from us at
I was looking at the page like, let me just refresh and see what happened. Popped up. As you was reading the read, I'm like, yo.
Be well, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo. Harden and Westbrook back together again.
Sir, we need to come back online next week and move Houston up, don't we?
No.
Yo, some of that dumpster fire just got put out.
D'Antoni can't handle this.
He's not gonna survive.
He cannot handle this. This is too much smoke.
D'Antoni may not survive through preseason, bro.
It's too much smoke.
Find a new coach now, Houston.
Too much smoke. Westbrook is gonna go on Harden. Like you better pass me the mother ball so I can get this triple double.
Oh my God.
Yo.
What is happening?
Chris Paul is pissed. Chris Paul is pissed.
I can't wait to watch the NBA.
Chris Paul is pissed.
Well, ladies and gents.
Chris Paul is pissed.
On that note, we say
Chris Paul is pissed.
Good night. Farewell. Adieu. Have a great week. See you guys next week.
Oh my God. Russell Westbrook, Eric Gordon, James Harden, PJ Tucker. Yo!
Hey, we're back next Thursday live. YouTube. Check us out. Sports that season said my heart is grieved.
Oh my God.
My heart is grieved.
Westbrook, you the biggest, put some respect on Russell Westbrook name guy I know.
Yep, you are.
You the biggest guy I know.
There you go. Russell's in Houston.
This can't work.
Listen, I'm gonna refrain right now because I just got it. I don't know, but I don't know, bro.
There's no way this works.
I don't feel like it does. I don't feel like it does at all. Oh God. Oh God, help us. But I gotta prep for him. What is that?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Peace.
Yo, this is nuts.
No, CP3 is not there anymore. He's gone. It's CP3 to OKC for Russell Westbrook. Get on social media right now. Get on Twitter. Check it out. Woj.
Yo, this is nuts.